lovely people, Nina here. Happy Friday, happy Halloween. If you don't know, this is my absolute favorite holiday, and I just love Halloween. I love everything about Halloween. It's just the most perfect holiday. I absolutely love it. And October is my favorite month, and I've just decided that to celebrate Halloween and to celebrate autumn and October and just all the fall energy, that I was going to read more Halloween-esque themes and do more like fall reading. Essentially, I abandoned my entire TBR list and just went rogue. I just decided that I was going to read books that have like magical themes to kind of enjoy Halloween and appreciate my favorite holiday. So, if you're thinking it's the end of October-ish when you're watching this, and none of the books on my fall TBR, I believe, made the cut, yes, correct. I'm just going to put those in November and do what I do best and just push them off. I don't think the TBR jar is for me. I think I get in like a mood read and then, yeah. Anyways, on from that. This week I read and finished one book, and then I started another. Both are about witches. Both I absolutely loved and thought they were so cute, and they're perfect for fall. So if you want a fall read, or you want like a Halloween type read, both of these I would suggest. So the books that I read were The Very Secret Society of Irregular Witches, which was so cute, and it made me cry. The ending just was cute and it made me cry, and it was just warm and like heartfelt. A very light read, which I feel like I needed. I've been reading a lot of nonfiction and a lot of just like memoir, biography, autobiography genre type, and it's just been kind of a lot. And so I was like, I want something light and fluffy, a little romance. This was so perfect for that. The other one that I'm currently reading, because I think reading is, I say this a lot, but I feel like it's a marathon and not a sprint. Like, it doesn't necessarily matter how fast you can get through a book. If you're a super fast reader, great, amazing. I am not. I also listen to audiobooks. Well, I read, and if you've watched my channel before, you probably heard me talk about this, but it helps me just like focus, I guess, and just like concentrate on the book. And so I read a little bit slower. So I read this one this week, and then I've started this, and I'm like a good chunk of the way through. My goal is to finish it by Halloween, or at least over the weekend. I don't know if I will. If I do, then great. I'll finish it eventually. It might be bumped into November. But I absolutely love this book, and it's just another one that's like so cute and so sad, and I really, really just love it. So the first one, I'll talk about this one since I've finished this one first. This is The Very Secret Society of Irregular Witches by Sangu Mandana? I hope I said your name right. This follows a society of witches. The main character is named Mika Moon, and she has a YouTube channel, and they all like advise her against it because she is amongst a group of people who like practice magic but aren't actually like witches. And she tends to blend in with them, but she's actually a witch, so the magic that she's doing is actually real, and they're afraid that she's going to get found out, and the Society of Witches is, again, they don't want to be, like, outed and have all their, like, magic and whatever exposed, and so they think it's risky that she has this YouTube channel, but she continues on with it and loves it. And on her channel, she gets a message one day from this person who asks if she'll be a magic tutor, and asks if she would, I don't know if it's magic tutor, but they ask if she'll tutor, and they have 3 people that need a tutor in magic. And she is hesitant at first because she thinks it could potentially be a scam, but decides to just go for it. She eventually finds out that there's this house and there are 3 witches that live there amongst 4 other people. 1, 2, 3, 4 other people. I hope I'm not miscounting characters. I think it's 4 other people that live there, and then the mom to the 3 witches who is currently traveling, so they're like the 4 people are like the witches, like nannies, I guess you would say, or like their caretakers. And it unravels the story. They eventually find out that she's a real witch, and these people know about witchcraft, and they want them to teach the 3 like children witches magic. I'm doing, I feel like, a not so great job at explaining this. Anyways, she teaches them magic, the story unfolds, chaos kind of happens, and as it unravels, there's a love interest. She may or may not fall in love with one of the characters in the house, and it's just so cute and sweet, and there's a little bit of like a mystery element, I guess, full of magic, an amazing Halloween read, very British, and so they have scones and tea, and just like right up my alley. I really loved this. The writing is sweet and cute. The author is also pro-Palestine and has like spoken out about it, which is amazing, and I love that. Everyone should be speaking on that, so it made me love her even more. Yeah, if you want a really perfect rom-com read, I would suggest this. I hope I did an okay job at explaining it. Just trust me, it's very cute, and it made me cry. The other one that I'm reading is by Kelly Barnhill, and it's The Girl Who Drank the Moon. I've quite literally just started this, so I'm not super far in, but what I can tell you so far is that this follows a town who each year they sacrifice a child to the woods, which sounds super dark, but it's not. I promise that it's not, because they sacrifice a child to the woods, a baby, and this way it keeps the witch that lives in the woods away from the town and happy, and this is what the townspeople tell them, like in order for their town to not be cursed or not to be hurt by this witch, they have to sacrifice this child. And so it starts with them bringing a baby to the woods for the witch, and then the townspeople can go about their lives. But then what you find out as you keep reading, and the reader learns that the witch in the woods each year doesn't understand why a baby just appears, and she goes to find the baby, takes care of it, is very concerned, and then brings it to the other side of the woods to all these different towns. And the witch doesn't understand or like doesn't know what's happening in the town or why they're doing this and why a mom would be like dropping off the baby. But she doesn't judge, she just takes the baby and puts it in like this other town in other people's care and makes sure the baby has like a loving home, whatever. And so there's like 3 sections of the like story. There's the woods, there's this town where people are afraid to be haunted by the witch that lives in the woods, the witch that's not actually like evil and scary living there with a swamp monster, and then the outside towns on the other side, which are like normal cities and not like cursed or anything, where the witch brings the children and saves the children. This so far is really cute. One thing the witch does is she like cares for the child until she can take it on the journey to the other towns. So she says she gives it milk, goat's milk, and then Starlight, because everyone knows that Starlight is the best, like, remedy for a child and, like, fills them up the most. And so she gives them a bit of Starlight, so she always knows, like, what child she's saved, because you can see them glowing and glittering like Starlight. She accidentally gives one of the children that she rescues Moonlight instead of Starlight, which gives this child, like, a set of powers. She names the child Luna. She decides to keep her. The witch is named Zan. Zan keeps Luna and helps her deal with her magical powers, and she slowly has to remember her past and how to deal with magical kid. And that's as far as I've gotten. It has the Newbery Medal for most distinguished contribution to American literature for children, so it is like a young book, but it's really, really good so far, and it's really cute, and again, it has made me cry, and I just really love it. It sounds dark, but I swear it's not. It's actually like a cute story, and it's happy. I feel like my description of it maybe wasn't the greatest, again, but it's really cute. So this is the one I'm currently reading, and I'm like almost halfway-ish, and my goal is to finish it this week and weekend. So yeah, these are the two Halloween-esque witchy type books that I have been reading and did read, finish, and loved, and I would really recommend both of them so far. This one so far is really great. I don't obviously know how it's going to end yet, but I'm loving it so far. So I would for sure recommend this one, and then most likely recommend this one. And yeah, so that is it for this week's video. These are my two Halloween witchcraft reads. And as for my October TBR, it's turning into a November TBR. I hope that's okay. I'm still quite behind on my TBR, like, reading goal. I think I'm like 10 books behind, which is crazy because there's like 2 months left. So I have some reading to do. These are helping chip off my goal of 75 books for the year. We'll see how far I get. That is all for this week's video. Let me know if you love Halloween like I do. If you have any book recommendations, I would love to know. Or if you read either of these, let me know. Let me know what you're reading this fall. I would love to hear about it. I love you all. I hope you have a great weekend. As always, free Palestine. Bye!